Hello, good morning. This is Devaki from MassMailer. Thank you so much for joining the webinar today. Today I'm going to talk about the email preference center feature in MassMailer and show you how does it really work. So a few things that I really want to touch base today. So first and foremost, how do you really create the email preference center and the respective unsubscribe groups? And how do you actually choose the email preference center when you're sending out email, and then what all groups that you want to display to the recipient? And how does the group unsubscribe feature work in MassMailer? Again, not that I really want to kind of tell the use case scenario, but if you have multiple product teams, it's always a question asked for by each team, hey, can I get my own preference center? That's the problem that we are trying to solve here by this feature. Okay, let's quickly take a look. And if you're familiar with MassMailer, so you would basically go to MassMailer setup. That's where you would start when you want to create your own email preference center. And you go to tracking settings. And then here, if you scroll down all the way at the bottom, you'll see email preference groups. So that's where you're actually going to go create your own preference center. You can see there are some that are already created. You can also make edits to the group name. You can add more unsubscribe groups. If you want to create a preference center, so let's say I want to do one for sales, and then just say click on that button to add. So basically, it's a plus icon to add that and give a group name. For an example, let's say sales is doing maybe some sort of they're sending some product material, right? So product data sheet kind of thing, or maybe product information. Let's just call this as product information, and then product information email kind of a thing. And then this is make sure it's active and just say done. And then you create the unsubscribe group. And if you want to add one more example, let's just call this as let's say sales events. And then let's call this as sales events. And then just done. Again, these may or may not be relevant to your company, but this is just an example. Similarly, we have for the marketing team, the marketing communication and the product offer kind of thing. Something for the product team, and dev. Whatever it may be, you just have to come here and create the preference group, which is nothing but preference center, and then add those unsubscribe groups. So anybody who wants to unsubscribe from any of these groups, they would basically pick and choose, and that's the idea. So let's say this is what we got, and then when you're sending out emails, so for an example, I would go to the outreach wizard here. I want to send out email to the target audience, say for example, contact object, and I would select a list view there, contact view, and I would have maybe there are some of them that are like the target audience list view that have certain emails. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to quickly check the suppression list. I want to make sure that I don't have any unsubscribes. It's important. If at all there are any, then I'm going to delete. Just a moment. Okay, so I don't see any unsubscribes. We're good. So now that we selected the target list view, and then I would want to go to the next step, and I'm gonna just select any folder, and I would just go select any template, and I would call this as a demo for the email preference center, and that should just do it. Just call this as demo email. Save. Next step. We'll skip the section, and then we're gonna skip the section, keep it as it is. And here we have the delivery options and email preference group. So you basically select any group. For example, if you want to select sales, you have that option. And then you want to select the unsubscribe group. What it means, anybody who unsubscribes to this particular group will not receive that email. So, for example, sales events. Right now, I don't have any who unsubscribed, but I just want to kind of show you what you really want to, choose here. So basically, the preference group and then the unsubscribe group. So once you have that, you're gonna go click on the next button, and then here we're just gonna go finish this job by clicking on this button, and then we are good to go. Okay, so I should receive the email shortly. I'm just gonna go select this subject. So I received emails, as you can see, and it has the email preferences link and unsubscribe from this list. So I'll just go click on this manage email preference, and it is displaying these two product information and sales events, right? And if I just say, hey, I don't want to receive any sales events, and I would just say save preference, opt out preference updated, and that is for this particular email address. So that should basically create an event in the suppression list. Sometimes it may take time, but eventually we would see this as a group unsubscribe event with the specific the group that we selected. Okay, so as you can see, the group unsubscribe to the sales event, that's the group. So if you go to this particular contact, you would see that suppression list. This one right there. And that is the unsubscribe event that we got. Okay. So that's how simple it is to basically create a preference center and select that preference center at one time, and also to capture all these unsubscribe or the group unsubscribe events. So that's it. That's very simple and easy. And if you have any questions, feel free to put it in the chat window. Okay, seems like no questions there. Again, this webinar runs every week on Thursday at 8 a.m. Pacific. Now that we have the daylight savings, and the questions, if you want to ask us more questions, it's fine. Just shoot us an email at hello@massmailer.io. just drop a note on our website, or you can contact me personally anytime. Here is our contact information. Once again, thank you so much for joining the webinar today, and we will again meet next week at the same time. We do publish these events on our website. Also, you would receive an email if at all you're part of our distribution list. You can just take a look at our social channels. We also publish these events as the next week topic. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye-bye.